in the BKT Eurocup. The road to greatness continues. The jump ball will be between Kokila and Beringer. And the referee says that the young number 20 of Cedevita jumped too soon. A lot of eyes on a young man who's clearly got a bright future ahead of him. Not the finished product yet. In fact, the last player of his age just turned 18. What I said was the finished product was in the European basketball, was a young man by the name of Luka Doncic, and even he's continued to improve. First action of the game is a fadeaway jump shot that's off the mark for Jordan Usher. Rebound collected by Cedevita, and here they go, their first attack at the basket. Lamar swings it round. Robinson trying to ship it on quickly, but Castaneda gets his hand in the passing lane. 6 on the shot clock for Cedevita. Shot clock winding down. A ball handler needs to come get it, and that is Lamar. Drives, kicks it. Snap shot by Nikolic at the shot clock buzzer, and with clock expires. Frustration with Coach Mitrovic. He said, why are you inbounding to my big man 10 meters from the basket? Let's get someone attacking. Early exchanges, 0 points on the board. And man-to-man defense being shown by Cedevita. The ball is brought up by Joel Ayayi. Nice backdoor cut off the screen. Usher drops to Kokila. Kevin Kokila misses the shot. Usher, I have to say it's one of those times here that if I was Jordan Usher, yeah, maybe my shot gets blocked, but you've got to put it up there, give my teammates a chance to get a rebound. Ayayi hands to Castaneda. He goes to work off the dribble. Pulls up, pulls the trigger, misses the jump shot. Rebound is defensive. Beringer averaging 5 boards a game, the 18-year-old. And then the ball is almost stolen in transition. Good hustle by Kevin Kokila to get back and break up the fast break. Devin Robinson hungrily waiting under the basket for the easy bucket. Instead, he goes to the jump shot off the dribble. Good rebound by Kokila. What a star he's been over the years. Just doing the dirty work for the teams he plays for. Big, physical, great rebounder. Don't need any rebounds there as the first points of the game are on the board. Adrian Nelson with the first bucket of the game. And it's a 3-pointer for Bourg on Bress. Nikolic goes baseline. There's a foul on the shot. Brinton Lamar gets shot blocked by Kokila, but he gets all kind of body as well. So we'll have our first free throw attempt of the game. And we'll go to Cedevita. Brinton Lamar will go to the line to shoot 2. Lamar, 82.5% free throw shooter. Confidently makes the first. Castaneda fouled on the sideline. Lamar getting too physical. Referee calls it. Easy one, slaps in there, grabs a hold of his arm. Castaneda gathers the ball once more, and again he's guarded by Lamar. Drives around, kicks back up, and then Usher step back. Shot not gonna go. So it's Castaneda. Shot clock winding down. They go for another pull-up jump shot, and Castaneda makes no mistake. 5-2, the early lead for the home team. Backdoor opportunity there. Missed. Nikolic with the drive and the scoop shot. First field goal of the game for Cedevita, and it's a tough one. Alexei Nikolic goes to 2 points. Ayayi lobs upstairs. That's difficult pass into the long arms of Berenger. He's a fabulous athlete, the young man. Nikolic with a 2-point, oh, the 3-pointer is called. But the referee on the weak side had 2 fingers up. Alexei Nikolic in transition gives Cedevita their first lead of the game. Well, Bourg trying to create everything off the dribble and also in one-on-one, which is great when the shots go, but not so much when you get your shot rejected. Johan Berenger with the leap and the swat. On the side, Robinson trying to go to work off the dribble for Cedevita. So Castaneda, I think it was Celine Dion said, you need to think twice before you come attacking my basket like that. Berenger, I think he thought he'd dunked that before he caught the ball. Instead, it's stolen away. Bourg, opportunity in transition. And the foul is called. It's either Robinson or Stewart who's got him. Looked like Robinson got him on the body. Indeed it is Devin Robinson. Well, take your pick. It was either one of them. Robinson had a hand on the shoulder. That's the first foul. That's the one that's being called. Ayayi goes inside. He's in trouble. Finds Kakila. And Kakila misses another easy one. And transition opportunity. The lob, the layup. Points for Cedevita. And after a slow start for the Slovenian team, they're finding some rhythm. Keyed by their defensive efforts. Castaneda dribbles off his foot. Sloppy turnover. Bucket here, and you'd expect a timeout, but no. Robinson can't control it. Nelson saves the day, forcing the turnover. Good two-man game between Stewart and Robinson. Give Cedevita a 4-point lead. Bourg 5, Cedevita 9. Mind you, this is round 16 of the BKT Eurocup. 3 games left. It is crunch time. Defeat here doesn't cost you everything. It certainly won't help your cause if you don't string together a couple of victories. Castaneda strings his second bucket of the game. It's a 3-ball, so Bourg get within a point, approaching the midway point the first quarter. Nikolic already got 5 points, tries a rather ambitious pass. A wrap-around one-hand bounce pass, the kind of thing that Milos Teodosic, a legend, makes look so easy. You see, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. Ball was kicked by one of the home team players. We get to see our first look at Jakub Lazic. Cedevita. Nikolic against Castaneda. The help comes out from Pansa. We're in the corner, open, DJ Stewart, and he makes the 3. Great ball movement, great recognition of who was the open player by Cedevita. With that, played in Bourg for the first couple of years of his young career, now out in Slovenia. So when he comes home, or at least crosses the French border, not surprised to see his family here to support his efforts. Usher, though, takes on the young shot blocker and brings home the bucket for Bourg. Gets them within 2 points. Cedevita spread the floor wide. drive, the kick to the corner. Stewart can't make the three-pointer that time. Defensive rebound by Panzer. And then a steal back at the other end. The great hustle back from Stewart. Devontae Jones brings it up the court. Jones feeds to Robinson. Stewart again. Stewart, a lot of dribbling, but gets around Panzer and does not get the roll. Well, the ball did everything except go to the basket there. Cross court, Castaneda misses the long jump shot and it ends up in the hands, well, Panzer, but poked away by Devontae Jones. Possession goes back to Bourg. Coach Fortuk's not happy with the effort of Jean-Marc Panzer to grab that loose ball. Straight away, he sends Kikila back into the game and tells Panzer to sit down. Good start for the game for this man. Team looking to keep their recent win streak going on the road against a feisty Bourg on Brest team. Benitez throws it away. The steal, the transition, the easy bucket for Radovic. When these two teams played in round 7, Cedevita had 19 turnovers. Right now, the giveaways are all being done by Bourg, and they're sloppy ones too, although you get a nice bucket there. Hugo Benitez. Live wire, there he is, keeps the dribble going, gets fouled on the baseline by Devontae Jones, and then the sweet reverse layup. To get his team back within 2. Benitez goes to the free throw line, looking to complete the three-point play with his team's first free throw of the game. Three minutes left in the first period. Slender lead for the team in green. Slovenian outfit, Cedevita, Olimpia, Ljubljana. Jones drives, misses, but there's an offensive rebound. Andrea Stepanovic, the veteran power forward, hustles through and coaxes home his first points of the game. Panzer, offensive foul. Stepanovic, great defensive movement. The old adage within basketball, if you're a big man, you've got to move you 2 steps is all you need to be able to make. The red area, the lane of a basketball court is not very big. If you can move 2 steps, you'll be good. And that's what Stepanovic said there. He said, I am not the fastest guy on the court, but I can move my body 2 feet, get in front of an attacking player. And Jean-Marc Panzer commits his team's 4th turnover of the game. Tasic goes to the basket. Danilo Tasic can't convert. Well defended by Brandon Jefferson. Benitez working hard off the dribble against Radovic. Maybe a bit too much dribble for Bourg. End up with a rush jump shot. Contrast that with the offense of Cedevita. They call the offense and they run a play. Screens, rolls, all players moving, and they find the open man, and that open man is Radovic. Well, that's about that for an offensive rebound. Stepanovic shows that rebounding is more about position than jumping ability. Stands both feet on the floor, rebounds, tips it home. 5-point lead for Cedevita. There's a whistle. I think that's going to be Blazic's call for the foul. Running into the screening, Jean-Marc Panzer. Yeah, you see, no, excuse me, Radovic comes and gives Panzer a good old shove in the hip. Well, the scouting report on Cedevita is that they are a very physical team, and that's being reflected in that last play there. It's their 4th foul. Bourg can get free throws rest away in this period if they can draw defensive fouls. But instead, Salash says, let me go from deep. Maxime Salash started the last game between Cedevita and Bourg. Comes off the bench tonight and opens up very quickly with the three-point bucket. Devontae Jones loses it. Benitez drives. Stepanovic commits the foul, and that will send Benitez to the free throw line. Sloppy play there from Devontae Jones. And Hugo Benitez made his team's only free throw attempt so far. He's back at the line to shoot two. Biggest lead of the game so far, 5 points for Cedevita. That has been clipped away completely, and it is back all square, 18 points apiece. Final minute of the first period. Step back jump shot from Lamar is off the mark. Defensive rebound for Bourg. Salash up top. Feeds Brandon Port. Salash drives, goes inside, and he is fouled and one. Good ball movement from Bourg that time, not relying on the dribble. Getting the play, getting the defense off balance. Stepanovic accepted his last foul, not so accepting of that one, as the lead changes hands once more. Maxime Salash, quick fire, 6 points in this period. Had 9 points when these teams met back in round 7. Blazic, first jump shot is off, and there's another great offensive rebound by Stepanovic. And again, it's just the classic art of being in the right position. Ponsa leans on, and we see Stepanovic holds his position. Just said, look, I've got my position, I'll stay here. The ball bounces friendly for him. And Jean-Marc Ponsa picks up his second foul. He will take a seat, replaced by Kevin Kukila. Stepanovic, nice pass to the flying backdoor cut from Brenton Lamar. And then there's a pause in the play. The whistle is blown. The referee saying a coach's technical foul on Zvezda Mitrovic of Cedevita. His team scored the basket. Not quite sure what he said. The coach was very quick to tee him up, call a technical foul. So, the bonus for Bourg, as Brandon Jefferson goes to free throw line, converts the free throw, and they get the ball back on the side with 3.5 seconds left in the period. Unexpected opportunities need to be seized. Chance here for Bourg. The lead has been cut to 1. Now they've got time, they can at least get a good shot away. Who knows what will happen right here. Coach Mitrovic continues to get a little wordy with the officials. Jefferson inbounds. Strong drive, the shot is away. And Benitez, well, jams it between the rim and the backboard. That's a sure. It will be a Cedevita possession to start the second and the third periods. And it will be Alexei Nikolic who will inbounds for Cedevita. Danilo Tasic thinks about using his ball handling skills, decides better of it, and gives it back to the point guard. Nikolic finds Tasic. This time Tasic does take off. Gets the pretty pass down low. Devin Robinson can't get the roll. He missed an easy one. Benitez feeds to Jefferson. Brandon Jefferson pulls up for an optimistic three-pointer. That goes. Brandon Jefferson goes to 4 points. The lead back up to 5 for the home side. Nikolic misses with the runner, but steals it back. Only have it stolen away again as Salash battles to keep the ball. And then Salash in the mix down low gets the score. And we have a timeout called by Coach Mitrovic. Salash wants the foul. Everybody wants a foul. Nobody wants to get on and play. Jefferson, well, he's lucky that a charging foul wasn't called. Yeah, Robinson definitely got away with a hack. French clubs performing on the international stage. What a story for French basketball. Those of a certain age go back to 1988 when the French couldn't even get to the Olympics. 12 years later, they played for the gold medal in Sydney. And now they are a regular competing on the international stage, and their young players, particularly one man called Victor Wembanyama, an alumnus of the EuroLeague and the Eurocup for that fact, is arguably going to be the greatest player on the planet. Right now, Devin Robinson, American, gets the score and a chance for an and-one for Cedevita. The visiting team tonight, fouled by Maxime Salash of Bourg en Bresse. Robinson gets the three-point play. Jefferson on the dribble. Jefferson still on the dribble. Oh, what a pass. And the rejection there. Jefferson passes the ball between the legs of Beringer. And Kukila telling the referee that Beringer blocked his shot, but the referee says he didn't touch anybody. So that would be a turnover. Another one for Bourg. They still have the lead, though, 27-23, second quarter action. Robinson misses the jump shot. Good rebound, workmanlike from Kukila. Salash drives, feeds to Kukila, says, I don't want to shoot that. So it goes to Benitez, says, I will definitely shoot it. And he shoots an air ball. Hugo Benitez off the mark. Cedevita trying to slow the game down on their defensive end of the floor. And also trying to use their physicality against Bourg. They won't get it that way. DJ Stewart gets his shot rejected by Kevin Kukila. Maxime Salash with the breaking layup. Classic three-man fast break action from Bourg. Forehander takes the middle. Two wings, run wide, run hard. Salash goes to 10 points. First playing the double figures. And he got those all off the bench. Lamar. Another missed three-point shot. Cedevita now 2 of 7. Meanwhile, Bourg 4 of 7. And then Kevin Kukila gets his first points off the game. Excellent pass from Salash. Bourg lead by 8, 31-23. Jones feeds Robinson. That shot is short and off the mark once more. Salash goes coast to coast and gets himself in a heap of trouble, only to be saved by the foul of a lunging Devin Robinson. Robinson's second foul. Salash will go to the free throw line. Some would say a bit fortunate to be getting free throws out of this one. Because by the time he shot the ball, he was behind the backboard. Salash doesn't care though. 10 points for him, leading scorer in the game right now. $12 points personal for him. Perfect shooting everywhere on the floor. As well as 4 rebounds. His team's leading rebounder as well. Big night being had by Salash right now. It's the first double-digit lead of the game. Bourg by 10. Beringer doesn't have the strength to even get that shot off, but the foul is called in the end. Salash has been called for the foul. Great double. They've got him in perfect position there. Salash just couldn't resist slapping down on the ball. He just held firm. He'd have been okay. Instead he commits the foul. That's 2 on him. Adrian Nelson replaces him. Nikolic feeds Lamar. Shot clock hits 5. Brinton Lamar drives, gets the basket, gets the layup to go. 6 points now for Lamar. Brandon Paul comes off the down screen. Doesn't get the basketball. Benitez keeps it. Instead he feeds Nelson. Brandon Jefferson is fouled by Alexei Nikolic. Clear if the referee's going to say that's active shooting or not. Hugo Benitez takes a seat. 5 points, 3 assists off the bench for the young point guard of Bourg. His team lead by 8, 33-25. Brandon Jefferson misses the 3. Kakila, big rebound. Tries to go with a quick release. Misses the layup. An opportunity for Cedevita in transition. Not converted and has about that for a hustle back. Kakila, from laying on the floor at the other end, comes sailing back to rip home the rebound. And he's fouled by Danilo Tasic. Kakila gets a break. Well-earned effort from him. Kakila. Oh, turnover. Sloppy one. Castaneda gifting the ball to Alexander Nikolic. And as I said, any opportunity comes your way, particularly on the road, you've got to take it. Cedevita do. Well, you can see the way this Bourg players are attacking the basket. They want to take on this young kid, Beringer, but they're not good shots. Just got to take the shot that comes to you, not force things. That's how Nelson took the ugly one. Brandon Jefferson missed a wide open one. And we're going to get a timeout. Jefferson knows he's got to do better than that. Oh, excuse me, no timeout called in the second period. It's going to be Cedevita possession. On the baseline, they trail by 6. Nikolic feeds Blazic on the wing, and Leaka Blazic straight away is fouled. Joel Ayayi not adjusting his feet, commits the foul. It'll be Cedevita possession once more. Tasic working tirelessly. Beringer does the same. Gets the roll. Athletic finish by Joan Beringer. His first points, his first shot of the game. From down 10, a 6-0 run for Cedevita to get them within 4. gets the three. That's better ball movement. See Bourg, when they one dribble, penetrate, make the defense move, kick to the open shooter. That's a good look for them. 5 of 11 three-point shooting. Stewart leans back, gets the roll with the left-handed fadeaway jump shot. DJ Stewart goes to 5 points personal. Castaneda is fouled. It'll be a sideline possession for Bourg. Alexei Nikolic commits his second. Well, the fouls are coming thick and fast in this game. Yeah, you see better offense from Bourg. That one dribble just caught the attention of Stewart. That's why he's probably been sitting down. Took his eye off his man. Usher moves to the open space, but he makes the three-point shot. And now we have a 5-point lead. 36-31. Bourg. Well, so far, rebounding-wise, Bourg are plus 10, 21-11. That's a big number. They got 8 offensive rebounds. Pansa gets fouled by Radovic. Just kind of slow to come over. And he will send Jean-Marc Pansa to the free throw line. Makes a pair. And the lead's back up to 7 points. This game, which is crucial to the fortunes of both teams in Group B. Well, it's a long way around the horn, but eventually Danilo Tasic will get credit for the bucket. 38-33. Bourg on top. Strong drive, the miss, another battle on the boards, and this time Berenger clears up the mess for Cedevita. Jones drives, goes baseline, tries to wrap around, but he stands on the baseline. Just the 4th turnover of the game for Cedevita. But with the first half winding down, it's one they could do without. Jordan Usher, that's a difficult shot, even when things are going your way. Foul called on Jordan Aye. Both teams now have committed enough fouls to get free throws for any more defensive calls the rest of the way. Jean-Marc Pansa is going to pick up his 3rd foul as he's too aggressive trying to get around the screen set by Blazic. So free throws will come for Cedevita. Pansa sits down with 3 fouls. He's not happy. Fair enough play. Blazic steps in front, made the screen. Yayi replaced by Hugo Benitez for Bourg, and the free throws will come now in the rest of this second period. Jaka Blazic doesn't look on track to get that 23 points like he had in round 7. Those 2 free throws are his first points of the game. Nelson misses the jump shot. Quick one from Bourg. And a quick attack from Cedevita. Blazic feeds Tasic in the low post. Tasic gets away with the travel. He does not get away with the travel. Try to out-muscle Adrian Nelson, but in doing so, shuffles his feet. That's turnover number 5 for Cedevita. 3-point lead for Bourg. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Usher comes off the down screen. Usher pulls from deep off the dribble. Defensive rebound is Beringer. Jones drives, kicks. Radovic is fouled by Usher. Fans don't like it, but Rock Radovic is going to go to the free throw line. Yeah, Usher just a little bit off balance, and Radovic just takes that lead leg, takes the... Timeout. Rock Radovic asks the referee if he can touch the ball. Radovic, 2 points to his name so far. That on a layup. 75% free throw shooter on the season, Radovic, averaging 3.5 points a game. Defensive rebound off the miss from Radovic, pulled in by Nelson. Benitez drives, stops, pulls up for the jump shot. That is off the mark. Defensive rebound, Beringer. Approaching the final minute of the first half. Cedevita trail by as many as 10 points. Got this here to tie things up. Backdoor cut. Radovic can't get the ball. Steal from Usher. Jordan Usher goes coast to coast, gets his shot partially blocked. And Radovic leads the break. Blazic, dangerous, but misses the jumper. And now Bourg, well, their coach, will certainly hope they take their time and get a good shot. First half winds down. Foul is called. Foul is by Devontae Jones of Cedevita. So free throws will come for Kevin Kukila of Bourg. Not got the same sort of athletic build he had back in his prime. Kukila, been a good free throw shooter this season, 81%. Doesn't shoot a lot of free throws, has to be said. Misses the first. That's his team's first miss of the night. Then 9 of 10 at the line. Makes a pair. Beringer loses the handle on the rebound, so the ball will go back to Bourg. A little bonus action for them. Beringer telling the referee, no way. Is this a coach's challenge or the referee just wants clarification? Well, Adrian Nelson looks completely innocent. Jerome Beringer can't believe the referees. They're going to say they stayed with the same call. It will be Bourg possession on the baseline. New shot clock, 14 seconds. The thing to remember is if the referee had called that the other way to begin with and said it was Cedevita's basketball and they reviewed it, they wouldn't have turned it over either. The video evidence wasn't. Oh, well. Suddenly that review play is no longer relevant because Hugo Benitez has sailed the pass into the stands. Turnover number 8 for Bourg. And now the shot clock is off. Cedevita can hold for the final shot of the first half. Jones on the drive. Jones flips it. Jones misses it. Rebound, Berenger. But the shot goes after the half is over. Coach Mitrovic not happy with the shot this team ends up with, but he'll be okay with the outcome of the second half. A couple of new faces in the starting lineup that we didn't see at the start of the game. Blazic, Stepanovic, to name but two. Apart from that, Nikolic, Stewart and Berenger. Straight away, Bourg show a zone defense. And Jaka Blazic said, oh yes, yum yum, I love me some zone. He bangs home his first three-pointer of the game. And the lead changes hands almost immediately at the start of the second half. Salash in the post. Salash kicks it out. The touch pass, Castaneda. Sidestep, gets the three and answers. Well, when these two teams played early this season, at the halftime, it was 39-38 to Cedevita. Then in the third quarter, it was offense galore. They put up 60 points between them, and they started out with a similar vein of intent here at the start of the second half at the Equinox. Kevin Kekila commits the foul. (41-39). Bourg ahead of Cedevita. Alexei Nikolic airballs the running layup. And Jordan Usher comes and rips away the loose ball. Castaneda crosses over, gets the M1. Xavier Castaneda, there's that crossed over. Tasic left his arm out there. He grabs a hold. And Xavier Castaneda will have a chance for a three-point play as he becomes the second player in the game to double figures. He's got 10 points with a free throw to come. Free throw is good. Bourg now 10 of 12 at the free throw line. Cedevita 6 of 7. 5-point lead for the home side. See if Bourg have dropped that zone defense. Indeed they have, straight away in the man-to-man. It's hard to go with the zone when you've got one of the best shooters in Europe playing for the opposition in Blazic. Blazic now going to show his shooting touch again. This time he's off the mark, well rebounded. Brandon Paul pulls that one in, the veteran forward. Oh, nice pass. Kekila forces the miss, and it's a steal. And here comes DJ Stewart with the ram-tam two-handed slam. Well, any fear that Cedevita were going to run out of energy, squashed there. As DJ Stewart powers home. An impressive two-handed punch at the rim. Salash can sense Joan Berenger right there. Tries to get with the fadeaway hook shot, comes up short. Shot blockers don't always block shots. Shot blockers intimidate shots. And how's about that for a passage of play for Cedevita? You force the miss at one end, and then you get the three-pointer at the other. And just like that, we're all tied. It's a 5-0 run for Cedevita, and Berenger is gifted his 7th rebound of the game off the air ball from Paul. Tasic gets the defense in the air, gets the pretty oh, good hands. See, Kevin Kekila, he just workmanlike, just does the dirty work. He He could have just stepped back and watched Beringer do the pretty reverse slam. Instead, he gets the steal. And then just like what happened at the opposite end, good defense one end is rewarded with an open look from 3. And Maxim Salash goes to 15 points, and the lead goes to Bourg once more. Stewart shuffling. Well, we've got a player out on the floor. Salash looks like he's cupped some kind of contact to the face. No, it's almost as if he ran into the elbow of Beringer. The referees, I think, are going to review this to see if there's any kind of element of unsportsmanlike. And they do. They've upgraded it with 2 shots and possession for Bourg-en-Bresse. Well, it can't be from that angle that they've decided that was an unsportsmanlike foul. So they didn't see anything, but the foul is called. That's the first foul on the 18-year-old Beringer, Maxim Salash, who looks none the worse for wear. Gets the free throw line to shoot a deuce. Misses the first. His first miss from the free throw line. Makes the second. Bourg 49, Cedevita 44. It will be Bourg possession on the sideline. Castaneda whips it cross court. Usher travels. Turnover by Bourg. That's their 9th. Coach is not happy with something. Coach of Cedevita, that is. Another slight delay. We will get things back underway. It's Cedevita possession. Trail by 4 points. Alexei Nikolic brings the ball up the court. Andrea Stefanovic. Ball being moved well by Cedevita. Well, we saw a sign of this in the first quarter. Got away from it in the second. Getting better now. Good ball movement, good passing, and they get the bucket. Stefanovic muscles home his 3rd basket of the game. He goes to 6 points. With Cedevita, you just want to stay close and then make a run late in the game. Salash, this time he does get the fadeaway hook shot right. It is noticeable that the big shot blocker isn't out there. Blazic tries to get a little bit cute with the lob pass to Stewart. He's not able to catch it. And this time it's Cedevita a little bit sloppy with the basketball. They throw it away. Salash, leading scorer in the game, is 16 points. Midway through the 3rd period, Xavier Castaneda, guilty of the offensive foul, just pushing off against Blazic. Watch the left arm. Goes in, lifts it up, pushes away, creates the space. Referee decides offensive foul. Xavier Castaneda. His 11 points have seemed to have come quietly. Loses the battle there with the veteran Jaka Blazic. Midway through the 3rd period. Turnover by Zedovita. A sloppy one as well. We'll have a timeout midway through the third period. Brinton Lamar drops the ball. Team's head of the French basketball. They've really pressed on in recent years under his leadership. Out of the timeout. Bourg possession. They lead by 4. An illegal screen by Salash. Turnovers, maybe a bit of fatigue kicks in Maxime Salash. You see, just leans out with that left shoulder, just temptingly. Coach would blame that on Benitez. You've got to stay close, rub off the shoulder of the man setting the screen, so he doesn't have to cheat. As I said, Nikolic just did the right thing. Ivanovic goes back to Nikolic. Ivanovic drops off to Devin Robinson. First time we've called his name in the second half. And he's fouled on the way to the basket. He'll get free throws, having been taken out with the body by Kevin Kokila. 3 fouls now on Kokila. Robinson averaging 15.5 points a game. Only 5 points to his name so far tonight. Tequila aggressive with the rebound off the miss. 2 misses, free throws. And then Bourg get the bucket at the other end. Jordan Usher gets his eye in. He makes the long jump shot. Goes to 8 points. Stepanovic arguing the referee about being hit in the face on the free throw at the other end. Well, his argument's going to be that you called it unsportsmanlike foul on Joan Benninger earlier for banging into Maxime Salash. I want the same treatment. Instead, what you get is a technical foul, and that's Stepanovic's 3rd. Hugo Benitez makes the free throw. And watch here. Well, he catches him, it's head to mouth. So you can't say he head-butted him. He tried to just put his shoulder into him. Coach Mitrovic wants it reviewed for unsportsmanlike. I've seen stranger things called that way. Coach Mitrovic telling the referee that he headbutted. It is not an unsportsmanlike foul. Two-point lead. 8-point lead, rather, for the home side. There's a whistle underneath. I think that's going to be a foul committed by Bourg. I'm not sure it's on the shot from Nikolic. Instead, Devin Robinson was fouled. Castaneda takes a seat. 11 points for Xavier Castaneda. Andreas Stepanovic, who's held on the rebound, goes to free throw line to shoot a pair. Does not get the roll, misses the second one. Stepanovic misses 2 free throws. Those could be important come the end of this game. So the Beaton has 6 of 11 from the stripe. They trail by 8. Benitez, cross court. Usher made the last 3, and then he goes off the drive and travels. Turnover, number 12 for Bourg, watch the feet. Yeah. That step through, he changes pivot foot, and the ball's got to hit the floor before he pick up that pivot foot. Meanwhile, Stepanovic goes old school. Andreas Stepanovic can't make a free throw, but has made 4 from 4, 2-point shooting. He's got 8 points. Benitez finds Ponsa, and he's fouled underneath. If it's Stepanovic, it'll be his 4th. If it's Lamar, it'll be his 2nd. Oh, it's going to be Stepanovic. It's his 4th foul. Veteran big man who joined mid-season. Coming in from the Carbilis Panabasius. Will sit down. 8 points, 4 fouls for the veteran big man. Jean-Marc Ponsa gets the free throw to go. Ponsa, fourth free throw line now. Stretches his team's lead back up to 8. 56-48. We're in the dog days of the third quarter in this Group B action, the BKT Eurocup. Turnover, mistake from Tasic, who breaks up the fast break with his foot. Bad pass by Tasic, and then read of the defense. Nelson probably should have kept the ball. Okay, it's a two-man break between the bigs. The angle wasn't right to make that pass. Benitez pulls up, makes the 2-point shot. The double-digit lead once more for Bourg. Threatening to break this one open deep in the third period. Tasic hands off to Blazic. Blazic one-on-one with Ponsa. Shot clock's running out. He wants the jump shot. He gets the spin, gets the weight, does not get the roll. Rebound ends up in the hands of Bourg. Nelson pulls it down, and then Brinton Lamar commits his 2nd foul of the game, stopping the fast break of Hugo Benitez. Coach Mitrovic said before the game, he said he thinks his team has got one more good game in them. But they're being taken apart right now. Jean-Marc Ponsa with the assist. Joel Ayayi. The lovely bounce pass with the reverse layup. And it's the biggest lead of the game for Bourg on Brest. And we got a timeout. He wants to defend this 12-point lead. He's shown some full-court defensive pressure here. So the team from Slovenia got to think about what they're going to do here. What they're going to do is go Tasic to the rack. No foul called. Jean-Marc Ponsa makes the stop. Now Benitez clears it up, calls the offensive set his coach asked for. Nelson misses the 3-point shot. Blazic rebound. They need a bucket here. They do not get one as Blazic wanted the foul, gets nothing. Now they got numbers for Bourg. It's 5-on-4. Ayayi finds Jefferson. Jefferson makes no mistake this time, having missed 4 of his first 5. He makes that one there to go to 7 points. And the team from Slovenia are in grave danger here of being blown away in the third period. Saved by the whistle. Devin Robinson fouled by Nelson. He'll have 2 free throws. Nelson not happy with the call. Sees leaning forward, gets him on the arm. Even the slightest of touches on a shooter. Well, Ponsa, I think he did get a piece of that. That's a bit of a block shot for me. He'll certainly take it. And David Robinson certainly needs to take these free throws. He's 1 of 3 at the free throw line tonight. make that 1 from 4. I'd said Avita. They just tired. They had to play an extra makeup game against Lietkabelis in Lithuania. That's where they've had the extra workload. Maxime Corby cooling his heels on the bench for Bourg. Benitez driving to the basket, and he's going to shoot free throws because of foul being called. Robinson, it'll be his 3rd foul. Well, I think it's going to be Njidic, his first action. Number 19 of Cedevita. Lovno Njidic has played a single second in this game. It's only the 3rd appearance he's made this season. Free throws go. It's a 16-point lead for Bourg. Cedevita, it's not the end of anything. They can afford to lose one more game. The problem is it needs to be only this one. Tough move by Robinson, snaking his way around Jean-Marc Ponce. There's another massive game happening tonight. Venice against Jerusalem. That's the 7th versus the 3rd place team. Bourg have got to play Jerusalem and Valencia to close out their regular season. They win all 3, they could finish as high as 2nd. Any 1 from 7 could be in the mix. Robinson with the head fake and the power finish. He gets to double figures. It's his team within 15 points. Biggest lead in the game has been 17. Benitez finds Jefferson. Brandon Jefferson wanted the 3, gets nothing at the end of the 3rd quarter. A breakout period of action for Bourg on Brest. 30 points for them, conceding just 17. And 4 of those came in the last 10 seconds for this man here, Devin Robinson. As he goes to double figures, the first set of beats to make that accolade. So the second time of asking, hopefully the 4th period will be able to get underway. It will be Joel Ayayi inbounds and then receive the ball back. Bourg 68, Cedevita 53. There's a whistle and there's a foul called away from the basket. Ball. Well, the clock is still running. Some issues on that scoring table, and that's something that Coach Fortux could do without. It's a delay. Anything that slows the game down when you're leading by 15 points. There's a chance for the opposition to get their composure and make a surge of their own. We've got back to reset the clock. 5 seconds have come off the clock now. Well, if we can keep going at this rate, we'll be here for just another 2 hours or so. Benitez takes it out of bounds. Benitez shuffles along the sideline before getting it in. Drives down the lane. Another drive, this time by Nelson, and Adrian Nelson gets his first 2-point score of the game. The lead up to 17, 70-53. Bourg looking to put this one to sleep. Robinson from long way back misses the 2. Jefferson one-on-one with DeMonte Jones. Feeds Ponce. He got the assist last time. Doesn't get it this time because Benitez goes on the drive. Does not get the roll. Foul is Ponce. Shoving the defender in the back. Tasic goes down. Ponce collects his 4th foul. 4 points, 3 rebounds for Ponce in this game. And now 3 fouls as well. Nikolic, 7 points in the first half. Yet to score in the second and gets nothing here as there's a streaking Brandon Jefferson who gets the layup. The assist to Ayayi. Cedevita starting to look a little bit fatigued. They've won every game they've played in 2025 so far. That's 6 games in all competitions. Their last 3 in the BKT Eurocup. Right now, they are in trouble in this one. That winning streak looks like will be coming to an end. It's a 19-point lead, 72-53. Bourg ahead. Plenty of time for Cedevita, excuse me. But they need to get some scoring going quickly. Devontae Jones opens his account with the 3-point shot. Hugo Benitez works that dribble. Gifted. Stewart did something pretty special last time with the steal. And the hop, skip, layup. DJ Stewart making sure that Bourg knows they're not going to be gifted this game. 72-58. Adrian Nelson does not get the 3 as Stewart with the hustle play. Takes it off the rim. A bucket here, perhaps Fortux will call a timeout for Bourg. Stewart drives. Pulls up, makes the 2, and straight away Coach Fortux calls the timeout. From 19 points up, the lead is down to 10. Coach Fortux wants to make no risk and no run by Cedevita. I feel like this is their last chance. If they get another stop here, get the deficit under 10, that will put Bourg under pressure. And we've seen teams crumple from bigger leads than this in less time as well. So Cedevita on the defensive hunt. Screen from Kekila. They switch. Salash. Now Jefferson. Shot clock under 10. Jefferson keeps it. Finds underneath. Ayayi Kekila. Not certain that would be the man that they would expect to go to, but the hustle from Ayayi finds Jefferson, and he can't convert. The battle for the rebound, though, ends up with Ayayi, and he throws it back out. And that, again, you understand the mentality here. You're trying to keep the ball. You don't want to get your shot blocked, but you're throwing the ball back towards half court. If Devontae Jones gets a hold of that, it's a streaking layup for Cedevita. We get away with one there. And after all that, Benitez misses the 3-point shot. Cedevita get the stop. A bucket here, and these things could get interesting. Tasic again fakes the 3, draws the foul. Kekila commits his 4th foul. Keeping on that foul count. Bourg now committed 3 already in the period. So one way to get away from a double-digit deficit is at the free throw line. Cedevita could get there in the bonus pretty quickly with 6.5 minutes left. They are by no means dead. Jones, the crossover, the body bump, the 2-point bucket. He's hurt his ankle, though. Devontae Jones has gone down in a heap. Well, he was going to start rolling around like a football player. Yeah, just roll his ankle a little bit. Well, your commentator's a bit old school there, saying get up and sort that up, tighten up your shoe, let's go. We're on the charge here. Does he want to come out of the game having made a bucket? I'm certain the answer is no. Benitez chased by Lamar. Salash, the pick and the pop. The miss, the defensive rebound. They've got numbers. Jones working against Salash. Good defense, good recovery from Bourg. Stop the fast break. Lamar missed the three. Big rebound by Beringer. And the young star, Joan Beringer, with the offensive rebound and stick back. The deficit is down to 8, 72-64. Salash gets rejected by Beringer. Joan Beringer with the simple swat away. A bucket here, and Bourg will be sweating, perspiring, and not because of fatigue, because Cedevita are looking to do something special, and they get the bucket. Devontae Jones with another layup. It's a 13-0 run. Castaneda halts the bleeding with the triple. Gives his team a 9-point lead. Castaneda now has 16 points. Lamar drives. Stewart. Jones. Devontae Jones suddenly out of nowhere has scored 7 points in a row. Cedevita do not know when they are beaten. The foul is called. See the block again from Beringer. And make that number 3 officially by him. Beringer takes a seat. They don't want to injure him. Six-point lead, 75-69. Missed three-point shot. Big rebound by Salash. That's an important one for Bourg. Under 4 minutes left. First foul of the period for Cedevita. They can afford to be aggressive now. Yeah, the shove in the back from Britton Lamar. It looked like it was going to be a coast to the finish line for Bourg. Now they've got to dig in once more. Good hustle from Stepanovic to force Castaneda away from the basket. Now the shot clock is running down, and they've got Ponce for the long range 2, and he gets it. Jean-Marc Ponce. His first field goal of the game, and how big is that? It gets the lead back up to 8. (77-69). Lamar drives, stops, pulls on the 2-point shot, gets it to go. Not enough to get scores though for your Cedevita. You need stops as well. Salash working, the game's leading scorer, gets a tough jump hook to go. The fake to the middle coming back to his right hand. He's the game's only 20-point scorer. 79-71. But it's a turnover. Jones fumbles the ball away. And then there's a foul in the open floor. Stewart grabbing a hold of Usher. Only his team's second foul of the period. There's the foul. Well, Usher flinching, feeling like he's been grabbed where he didn't mean to be, and I think Coach Portux has asked for an unsportsmanlike foul. Are they going to review this one? Jones, after the turnover, sits down. And they have indeed. I think they've made that an unsportsmanlike foul. Usher misses the first free throw. He's got one more, but they'll have possession as well. This could be a huge turnaround in terms of momentum for Bourg. They make one of two, but they still have the ball after the unsportsmanlike foul called on DJ Stewart. Benitez. Castaneda is fouled by Alexei Nikolic. That's the team's third. Well, there's only 2.5 minutes left. It is desperation time now for Cedevita. They made an awesome run from down 19 points. They went on a 13-0 run to get within 6. But now trailing by 9 with just over 2 minutes left. It's hard to see a way back, especially if they get a bucket here. And they do! Jean-Marc Ponce gets to his season average in some style. 8 points now for him. The lead's back up to 11. A free throw for Bourg, and then possession should go back to Cedevita. Georgia Adzic will take over coaching duties for the final 2 minutes of this one. Talk about the final games for Bourg. For Cedevita, they will play Valencia at home in round 17, then they close away to Hamburg. Now, Hamburg have already been eliminated from the playoffs, but they had a big victory last night against Panaviasis, which you would expect Cedevita to get that win. One more win would certainly get them into the playoffs. 2 more wins would get them second position, guaranteed. Well, eventually we'll get a free throw shot. Confirmation, it is indeed Coach Georgia Adzic who takes over for Cedevita. Party atmosphere in the Equinox. That's the exclamation mark that pretty much puts a seal on this one. Benitez drops off, and Ponce gets to his season average of 8 points exactly. Hugo Benitez now will eventually free throw goes for Benitez. It was Cedevita possession when the whistle was stopped, and indeed it will go back to them. Their possession on the sideline. 2 minutes 5 left in this one. And still, the coaches of Cedevita are arguing the case. Devin Robinson draws the foul.
Faute personnelle attribuée au numéro 8, Jordan Usher, ira de lancer franc. Equinox fait du bruit, c'est à vous.
Devin Robinson looking to add to his 10 points total. makes the first. Well, finally makes 2 in a row. Made 2 of 5 before that. Now, the lead is 10 points. Bourg don't even really need to be serious about trying to score unless your name's Maxim Salash. Because 22 points is a new career high for him. Eclipsing the 21 he had against Ray of Venice. Steal for DJ Stewart. He gets the score, but it's all academic now. Because surely, just over a minute left, a 12-point lead is insurmountable for the home side, Bourg on Brest. They will do the double over Cedevita. Xavier Castaneda loses the ball. Ponce misses an easy one. Robinson's going to go one-on-one. Gets the basket, and Coach Fortux calls timeout. Wants to get composure as much as anything else. They've led by as many as 19. That lead is now down to 8. Oh, he doesn't call timeout. 85-77, Bourg possession. Final minute of this one. The double team is broken by Xavier Castaneda. Dances around Cedevita. Still have a foul to give. Joel Ayayi gets his second basket of the game. Castaneda gets the assist. And that surely finishes it. 10-point lead for the home side. Robinson wants to add to his total. Goes to the basket, gets fouled, and the and one. Well, Coach Fortux, if he has the chance to lecture his players, he probably will let that one go now. He would say, when we're up by 10 points, less than 30 seconds left, and the player drives, just let him go. Instead, the three-point play is converted. 87-79, and a hard foul by Radovic. He's asking the referee if Castaneda threw an elbow. Radovic wraps his arms around Castaneda. Sensible, cool minds prevail. You can hold, and you don't even really need to shoot. There's a 1 second difference between shot clock and game clock. They chase, they move, they throw it away. And then Salash commits the foul, and we'll have free throws for Nikolic. I think you have to say at this point, the Bourg are making tired mistakes now. Alexei Nikolic gets his first points of the second half. He scored 7 points in the first, 5 in the beginning of the first quarter. Now he goes to 8 points. He does have 7 assists, along with those 9 points he's put up. And that will be it. Castaneda dribbles out the clock. Bourg get the victory, a smile on the face of Coach Freddy Fortux. His team get a really important victory. Pressure on Cedevita, although they have their fate in their own hands. That one will be heard around Group B. The gauntlet is laid down to Venice, chasing Bourg